2 days ago, in December 2025, a cyclist from the Elgin Cycling Club was out on a bike ride and was just about to cross the Spey Viaduct between Garmouth and Spey Bay when they were met with a massive twisted metal instead of the bridge they were trying to cross. And that was the first that we heard. They posted on Facebook and then it spread around like wildfire. Lots of people saying it was AI, but it's not AI. The bridge is going. The Spey Viaduct is going. Now, if you've watched my VIDOs in the past, you'll know that I use that quite a lot. And I'm kind of gutted about it, to be fair. The Spey Viaduct was built between 1883 and 1886 when it opened for trains on the Northern Railway. In 1968, the railway was closed and the bridge was left to disuse before it was taken over by Moray Council as a walking and cycling route, and they've looked after it ever since. I'm currently on the Speyside Way from Spey Bay, heading towards the viaduct. Now, if you've watched my videos in the past, you'll have seen this many times when I've been doing the Speyside Way Ultra support and also the Moray Coastal Ultra support. They both come this way, and the Moray Way. Note the Moray Way would turn right before here. Disregard my last. It's very cold, very cold. Frosty this morning, and bits of this part haven't defrosted yet. It's a beautiful day though. Now, as you might expect, the Facebook warriors have been out in force, all claiming for Moray Council to be held responsible for not maintaining the bridge. But I don't think Moray Council could have prevented what has happened. And I'll show you why in a minute when I get some drone footage. Hopefully, if I can get close enough. So here we are. It's not this side that's collapsed, by the way, it's the other side past that main arch that you can see there. So the collapsed section is across the other side, on the Garmouth side, but I have a theory as to what's happened here. Now, these piers are not as substantial as the supporting columns over there in the main channel. Look how much thicker those are compared to these supporting ones, and that's because that arch section was designed to be in the main river, in the main channel. If you look over there at the current, there's a meander that is carved out and is now coming at 90 degrees to which the bridge was originally intended for. And it's one of these shorter, smaller piers that's collapsed, and it's been eroded because not that long ago it was on dry land. It was never intended to be in the river, or if it was only during highest floods when it was floodplain, not to be in the main channel. And now it's been hit from 90 degrees in the main channel. It was never built to withstand that. gutting. So sad. So this is all reinforced against the flow. When the river, or when the bridge was originally built, the flow came this way on the east side of the bridge. So they put all this ballast in here to protect the railway line and this side. And then they diverted the main channel from here, just in front here, to where it is, well, where it's supposed to be currently. So while Facebook and the harder thinking all get their pitchforks out and daggers for Moray Council, I don't think it's anything to do with them. I think we're just finding 140 years after the bridge was built that it wasn't quite fit for purpose, or they would have to change the main channel every year, every time it changed, to push it back under the main spar. Okay, it's next day Pete here, and after talking to a couple of pals who are gillies and fishermen on the Spey, they're telling me that's exactly what used to happen. All the local landowners and also the netsmen used to manage the river the best that they could by moving the gravel banks to keep the channels how they were. This was it for their benefit, so they knew where the pools were and where the fish would be, so where they could catch them. In recent years, the water has moved and pools have disappeared, and of course no one knows where the fish are. But that was all stopped by SEPA, who decided it was better to let the river manage its own course. So the plot thickens. Are SEPA responsible for this bridge coming down? To say I'm upset about this is a massive understatement. This is one of my favourite places on the planet. I first started coming here in mid-80s. I used to watch the netsmen. There was a netting station at the bottom of there. And they would take in the salmon, and I've fished under there. And it's just a beautiful place to come. And now, well, I mean the bridge is still there, but you can't get from side to side, you can't get on it. Just hope they're able to find a way to fix it, but apparently it's listed, so it's never getting fixed the way it was, and I don't know if they'll be allowed to do it in a different style. It's a national cycle route linking Spey Bay. I mean, there's the Speyside Way, no, the old Speyside Way goes over it. There's Moray Coastal Trail. It's just an important link, but only for recreation, not for business or what money would influence. Way back in the day, I even told Mrs. D that if I ever went missing, that would be the place that she should go looking for me, because it was just like my favourite place. Maybe isn't anymore. I've got a new one, and I'm not going to tell you whether that is, but that was the old one back then. It's amazing the power of the river there. I've seen the channel move like 50 yards overnight after a storm. The amount of gravel that it moves, the power of it is just incredible. The Spey is the fastest flowing river in the UK, and there's a reason why there's not a city at the harbour mouth of the river, just because it thrashes around like a hosepipe if you drop it and put it on full power. That's what the bottom of the Spey is like, and it's all gravel, all stones, so there's just no way you could tame it. It is untamed, and long it may remain so, but I wish the bridge had survived. I hope they can do something with it. Please, please, someone find some money and some permissions to let us put like a steel wire bridge across temporarily or something, so we can use it